Mia got Heather to dox Cuban Delight. And then Mia started doxing Cuban Delight. And then she admitted that she gave people's personal information and what she thought was other people's personal information to random people outside of TikTok and claimed it was for her own safety. But her safety was never at risk. Mia doxed Cuban herself, like
So
she just said.
here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So one, which I'm still trying to find that. There's just a lot of information. But I am going to say this. I do believe that there's a lot of information that wasn't. I think that people were fighting so much that nobody was really talking to each other and trying to find anything out. And I think that possibly there may be a bunch of people that are mad at each other and really, I still say, because I'm not trying to say, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I'm saying that I think there's more to it. Because if you only listen to one side, it's on my YouTube.
But
All of
Granny,
it. I'm gonna have to go to your YouTube.
let me ask you a question. All right, to piggyback off of that, listening to one side, have you actually sat down with Cuban Delight and
No, I have
asked her?
not.
Have you ever asked her for the receipts or anything?
No, I have not. I actually have
So,
not.
in order to say that you've honestly listened to both sides, wouldn't that be something that should be done?
Well, no, I'm not. I'm not saying that. Um, what I'm saying is that there's a lot of sides.
Right,
I mean, I don't know when we started fighting with each other instead of fighting the racists.
but
Actually,
you, but because sometimes, and Bobby Seale of the Black Panther Party said this. Sometimes in movements, infighting is required because the infiltrator never looks unlike you. Right, meaning somebody from outside of your community cannot infiltrate your community effectively unless they look like you or can pass as you.
okay. So with that being said,
The racists didn't get Frederick Allen Hampton killed. William O'Neill did. The racists used him to do that. Without William O'Neill and what he did, Fred would have lived,
okay.
or they
So
would have had
listen,
to find another way to do it.
I completely understand that the black people in your community probably do not take offense to someone that's not black trying to educate or tell someone about basically what you guys call a COON. I'm confused on how you can decide or tell me about COONs, what you guys call that. You
Um,
know what I mean?
I'm talking about people that, and I used a point of reference, which is a common knowledge point, right? Because we all know who William O'Neill and Frederick Allen Hampton is, right? So I was using a point of reference. I don't call anybody that word, and I don't even believe in the term agent of white supremacy. Either you support the ideology and enable it, or you don't. You either are or you're not. You can't say you're an agent of Christianity. You're either a Christian or you're not. You either believe or you don't, correct?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I try my best not to tell half truths or try not to lie. I don't know. I don't know who them people are. I actually learned about them from looking at one of your videos. And
And that's the
Cubans,
thing. It's not
I'm
that
gonna be
I'm out here.
honest. I love that you guys share this information, but I just don't. It's just if it's given to not break down another black person, I wouldn't have an issue with it.
That's the
You know what I'm
thing.
saying?
I
Because I
don't
don't
do
mind
that
that. I
though.
think that's great.
I'm not out here trying to tell people they history or how to operate or anything. I'm just out here giving history, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that includes all aspects. I talk about my community more than anything. Go look at my videos. All of it is about, pretty much like 90% of it, I'm gonna say, is about my community. And I don't move malicious. And that's the thing. You sat here and told me earlier that you don't believe that they started it, but you haven't listened to all sides. You haven't sat down with Cuban Delight and asked her for the receipts. You haven't asked for her side. You haven't asked for the story. So without having done that, you can't honestly tell me you don't believe that they started it. You could tell me you don't know. But if you don't have all the evidence and facts from all sides,
Well, I
then
seen
you can't
that
make a definite
Discord
answer.
thing. If people are supporting racists and they not white, agents always prison period.
Right, agents of white supremacy, I get that. Me personally, I just don't like that
Yeah.
term. They're white supremacists to me. They're non-white white supremacists.
Yeah, the words that Blazers use today, I don't agree with some of those words. But I will say that I think that black people arguing with black people, that's just how they are. You know, they're gonna argue. Black people are gonna argue. I think it causes confusion and disruption. That doesn't mean just black people, that's all.
Fact.
Well, yes, the BIPOC community, I wish we was like that, but there's so many people on here, not to cut off myself, but there's so many people on here that don't even accept the fact that the BIPOC community cannot be racist.
Hold on, am I stoned or did you just say not to cut off myself?
Yeah,